What's up, everybody? What's going on? Mr. Destiny, Proud, Michael, Kurd, Grimlock, what's going on, y'all? Anyway, I figured I would get a little summit going this morning, a little earlier than normal, but I've got some things I want to do this afternoon, so figured I would get a little summit action in right now. Let's do it. What's going on there, Bro Vape? Alright, so I want to try something a little bit different today. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Let's see. Well, welcome there, Proud. Yeah, it's a little bit early for me. I'm actually normally still in bed right now. You gotcha, legendary twin saber. Very nice. Let's just throw just a trap down here just to get the mana flowing. Get that wave 1 mana at least. Let's see. Over here we want to go up top. Same thing, just kind of drop a trap down just to get that wave 1 stuff going. Oh, I hear you, Michael. It's 11 a.m. for me, but for me that is really early, as I'm usually up until like 6 a.m. You on DD1 doing some summit? Nice, nice. Nothing wrong with that. What's going on, Sizer? How you doing? Let's see. And I think that will get us started here. So let's just do that to get a little bit more mana here. Should be pretty much automated until like wave 15 or so. That's when I'm really looking forward to that start at wave feature. I'm really hoping they get that in. It still has not been confirmed by Chromatic. Let's just speed the process here a little bit. We are going to go a little spawn campy on this lower lane here. And I've got the wall set up top just for ogres. What's going on there, Ukami? How you doing? Night shift right now, huh? That's up to you, Proud. I mean, do you mind playing buggy early access games? If you don't mind playing buggy early access games that are not content complete, then it's a great time to start. But if you would rather wait for launch, there's nothing wrong with that either, you know? I mean, it's like I said, it's an early access game. It's not feature complete yet. Doesn't have all the content. So it depends. I mean, many people out there have been burned by early access and pre-orders and everything like that. So I respect anybody's opinion there. Yeah, it's in early access on Steam. There's, you know. All right, so let's get some flyer control in here. How do we want to do it? Let's go like that. And we'll go like that. I'll probably end up throwing something else in as well. I'm not really sure though. For the time being, let's just let it roll and get some more mana. Elwin, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. And start the spawn camp down here too, I think. These guys will quit hitting me. Basically, I want to go as far down as I can here towards the spawn. Looks like that's it. And then another one here. And then I want to go as far back away from the spawn with a gas trap. And then I think I might even try out an enrage R down there. I've been streaming on Twitch, Elwin, because I've been going really, really long hours. And YouTube generally does not like super long streams. In some cases, it'll take days to process them afterwards. Right now, it's scheduled PC and Switch the second quarter of 2020. And PlayStation and Xbox on the third quarter of 2020. Alright, now I think we probably got enough to build it out now. Let me see how much mana I got here. I mean, we can go one more wave just to be safe. Let's just go one more wave. Yeah, weapons, you always go into the weapons damage over any sort of stat value, unless it's a builder, of course. If it's a builder, then just go for the builder stats. Didn't put anything in for ogres yet. I'll just have to kill this one. On my builder, not the most efficient, but whatever. We'll definitely have enough mana now. There's no dates yet. Nightmare's supposed to be out in March. It's only what, March 3rd? Yeah, so I mean, sometime in the next 30 days, Nightmare is supposed to be out. There's no this weekend though. In fact, I would be extremely shocked if it's even in the first half of March when it comes out. Alright. So what next? I wanted to try an enrage R down here, but at the same note, I don't want it to cause me any issues. Let's see. Okay, that seems pretty decent. I'm going to go with that right there. Coming soon, when a developer says that, Zika, means sometime in the next year. Don't ever be teased by the words coming soon from a developer. Any developer, any company. Soon, it's a joke, you know. I mean, it is scheduled to come this month. They have a published roadmap. Alright, then let's get these guys camped here. The side lanes are just super, super easy, so it doesn't take a whole lot. Let's see, what else do we want? We want a thunder and a gas. Looks good. Let me get this other side done first. Now I've been using all kinds of stuff, Ellen. This is just what I'm doing right now. Hunter's traps are super strong, though. There's no doubt there. Hunter's traps are in a very, very good way, but so is really everything else. I mean, there's a few defenses that are bad, like what the monk has got Ensnare Aura. The Ensnare Aura is not given the same value as it did in DD1. It's really, really low, in fact. In my opinion, completely pointless. You got the Lightning Tower, which is not really in a good way. You got the Inferno Trap on the Huntress. That's not really in a good way. And then who's left? Pretty much the Bouncer Blockades and Slice and Dice on the Squire, I personally don't think are in a very good way either. Oh, I use traps every build in DD1. That's a big part of why I'm using them now. I'm a trapper. I am definitely into the traps. DD1, it was pretty much all traps, auras, and lightning tower spam for me personally. The bouncer doesn't seem that great either, in my opinion. 360 no scope. Alright, then let's go. I want the gas trap way back here. I think right about there is good. And we'll go darkness. Thunder spike. Actually got enough DU for another trap up front, but I think I want to throw it into flyers instead. Let's just throw one up here, that way we can just ignore this lane. Other than repairs, this lane should be on ignore mode. The Boost Monk is a beast, absolutely. Very much worth trying. Alright, so we got towers. Which one's which? This is my Waller. Now these walls are going to take a little cleave damage from the ogres, but I mean they're walls for God's sakes. If they can't handle a little cleave damage, then we got issues, right? And then it actually leaves 9 left. Wow. What to do with 9? We can go with a magic missile to add to the flyers, maybe. I've done this before with just the 2 harpoons in the walls and not had any issues. But the flyers should take quite a bit off. And then what do we want to do down here? What is 3 DU? We've got gas. We could throw another explosive trap in. I wonder if I can get one. I don't think that enemies will hit it here. Well, let's see. I really don't think the enemies are going to hit it here. They might. It's there. We'll have to look and see if it's actually taken any charges. I don't think anything's going to hit it, though. Alright, and get a little deeps going on. And then should be GG. We can just let it run now. Throw in upgrades where necessary, and then just let the map run. It's just filling in the DU. That trap is completely unnecessary. Actually, you can do just 1 explosive and 1 gas trap down there, and you won't have anything leak through until like wave 20 other than ogres. Huntress DPS, reckon. I'm doing about 1.5 mil. just makes her a mean girl. I'm anxious to get a apprentice all dialed in. I don't have one dialed in yet. But yeah, this is where we really need Skip to Wave, because it's basically just AFK and enjoying the scenery for 15 waves. Well, I mean, 11 more waves. I mean, just nothing's gonna happen, you know? Shelly Land, what's up? It wasn't legendary on board. People are saying they're finding legendary ones, but I haven't found a Legi yet. I upgraded it to legendary. Yeah, yeah, I can show you. Basically, I've got all my points on the Huntress dumped into the attack value. I remember that the agility speed cap is 100. But, so I've got 636 attack, and I'm using that. Like I said, it wasn't legendary when I started. But people are claiming that they're finding legendary ones. I just haven't found one yet. So I'll still be on the lookout. In fact, I could just use this as a farming run for that and throw all Huntresses in the deck. Let's do that. There, now all we'll get is Huntress guns, and maybe I'll get lucky and get a legendary paintball gun. That would be awesome. Would be awesome. Well, when you upgrade an item past a certain point, it will turn into legendary. It's funny, you actually have to zone or log in and log out to get it to change to legendary, though. It won't, like, do it right in front of you. I'm going to upgrade the magic missiles first because they get such a massive range bonus from upgrades. Where the Poons don't get as much of a... They get a range bonus, of course, but not as much. Come on out, Mr. Oga. Come get wrecked. Right in your face. Yeah, the paintball gun is a map or Act 3, like Tom said there. All of the special weapons are tied to a particular act. It makes a big difference, though, having some real DPS. Like I said, I'm anxious to get an apprentice dialed in. I'm probably going to park in Promenade later on today with a full deck of apprentices, just to get myself a apprentice all dialed in proper. The boost ability. Are you talking about the stat? You have to give me more detail there, Hypert. The boost stat is your second ability. So in this case, it's that Elvish Agility. My number 2 ability is the boost stat. Darkness Trap strips elemental immunity and causes targets to lose their current target. I'll put this explosive trap behind because the Dark Elf Warriors really like to come up behind that wall there. In case any of y'all is curious. I'm not going to repair, I'm just going to wait for the mana. And I'm at 108% damage reduction, which means I'm not immune to damage. I don't know what that sweet spot number is. Remember, damage reduction will scale depending on difficulty. So against medium mobs right now, I am fully immune to damage. But against insane mobs, I still do take a tiny bit of damage. No, you want to play Promenade. Promenade is the map. Summit you do just for EPing and lulls and say I did it. It takes way too long to do. And the loot modifier is barely higher than Promenade. In Promenade, you can do 2 to 2.5 times for every summit run. So if you're grinded for gear, Promenade is without a doubt the place to go. And if you set it up properly, it's a really easy map too. Oh, that is very weird, Renee. I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about it. Shoot your boogers at me, Mr. Ogre. Like we got a trap getting a little bit low over here as well. Mama! Thank you so much, Mama. I do appreciate it. I usually build down here and spawn camp it, but what I've found is the later waves, you're just going to want to pay attention to flyers. And I don't like going down below to kill the ogres. So what do? I end up running down below to kill the ogres anyway. But that was my intention there, is to not have to be down there. It's a matter of upgrading it, Jules. You gotta upgrade the melee damage on the weapon. It's tough to get a good angle on them here on board, because they've got so much immunity when they come out. The ogres are so big, like they don't start taking damage until they get to like right here, and it's hard to get an angle on them. But yeah, it's pretty much an AFK fest for 10 more waves, probably. Well, I think it is their 1 HP warrior, but I play early access games and don't mind. I mean, if you don't like playing early access games because all of the content isn't there, then no, you should wait. But if you don't mind playing early access games, why not? I mean, have at it, have fun, you know? I want to save some for those magic missiles, that way the range gets all jacked up on them. The range bonus on magic missiles, I'm not sure if it was that extreme in DD1. I would have to log in and check. But holy crap, man. The range bonus on them is absurd. With upgrades. It's just crazy because the harpoons start with so much more range than the magic missiles do. But after some upgrades, the magic missiles just own it, you know? I'll be doing a lot of Dungeon Defender, Dundef Builder builds, but I'm glad that that's there. It'd be a fun way for me to feature community members' builds too. But this build is like full-on AFK until you get to the high waves. So I am certainly not complaining about that. Like, I'm killing the ogres just to... The only reason I'm even killing the ogres is to make the map run quicker. I don't have to. I could go make a sandwich right now and be good, you know? But ogres take forever to kill, so if you don't contribute, then the map takes an ungodly amount of time to run. Same thing with the flyers, really. I mean, these 2 harpoons and this magic missile is more than enough to wreck these flyers. But they've got such a long way to go. This isn't the build I normally use. I usually spawn camp down here, and I usually put the walls right here. But like I said, I got tired of jumping up and down. I mean, I guess it leads to some entertainment value jumping around. You can clear this whole dang map, though, of the Huntress. There's no doubt about that. Just ridiculous. Just spam it up here. That's kind of one of the beauty things about DDA is you can really use any hero you want. I saw a guy the other day using, he had bowling balls across here and spawn camping them down below, and that was just amazingly effective. You want to hit me, huh? Let's see how you like this, mister. Get wrecked. We got another one up top, don't we? Yeah. Oh, my magic missiles are hitting down here with the low ones. That's the downside of the magic missile range. Their range is targeting the flyers way out there. Explosive traps for flyers are really good on this map too. Actually, the first time I cleared it, that's what I used, was explosive traps for the flyers. Like that thunder spike over there needs a little love. Just gonna spam them. Just gonna spam them. We should be collecting up a lot of mana here. I don't have a melee hero, so I'll probably never have a melee hero until the very, very end when I get really bored. I'm not a melee kind of guy. What's going on, Thaden? Pot of tea, Nagiri, what's up? Yeah, Summit is pretty easy to set up. It's just once you get past how to deal with the flyers, it just is amazingly easy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I wasn't streaming right now, I would be standing right here, AFK, watching Netflix. But I want the map to run a little quicker. Alright, let's get this stuff jacked up down here. Well, it looks like the explosive trap got some work in, so that's a plus. Just let it fly here. And then the traps, you know, aren't going to light up until they get to 50%, so you're not going to see them on the map, which is good and bad. I mean, I like not getting spammed with little labels all over the map, but at the same note, it is nice to know where they're at, you know? I haven't yet. I haven't had any time for anything like that, Matthew. That will come very late for me. it takes an enormous amount of time to edit all these videos and everything. That 10 things every player should know video last night, just that video alone took me like 6 hours to make. So it's, you know, I'm at that crunch time. When DD2 first launched, I stopped live streaming for a month. That's why I was able to get so much DD2 content out right at the beginning. But I've been having fun streaming, so I'll get both of it done. It's just a matter of getting the time. I use Premiere Pro. I keep wanting to hit R for reload. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. It's nice too, just being able to stand here by having your armor value jacked up. As soon as I get another decent armor piece, I'll do a video on how to properly upgrade your armor. Oh, nice. Well, welcome over there, Matthew. Crossplay is something that won't be there at launch, but they do want to make it, you know, to get it there eventually. What I need to do is move the harpoon down and move the magic missile up. I'm not going to do it for this run. I'm not going to bother. But in the future, I think the magic missile being here would avoid that post. Or, you know, the magic missile range is so good, I could always just move it back onto this one. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just move the one magic missile. I'll lose a bunch of mana for doing that, but it'll be aight. Yeah, anyway, cross saves at launch, cross play later down the road is their goal. Well, the green arrow is only based off of the item power. That's why it's best. It's fine to use that as like an initial filter. Like if you see if I see a green arrow on the map somewhere here, I'm going to run over and look at it. But the green arrow is not something, the up arrow is not something you want to actually base anything on, because it's just the item power of the item. Oh crap, I forgot to move the magic missile. That's alright, we'll go one more wave here with it. Well, is it actually... Casting speed should be shorter. A lower number would be better. That's your mana bomb. I think that will affect your mana bomb. But yeah, generally anything involving speed, a lower number is better. It goes up when you upgrade it. Well, I mean, that sounds like a bug to me. I would report it. Nightmare comes out sometime this month, Jake. We don't know exactly when yet, but they said March. Nightmare, challenge maps, Magus quarters is a bonus map that'll be here. It said the paintball gun reloads fast. I actually didn't put any points into reload speed. It's just, it takes away from your DPS. Unless you're using a gun that's got a really, really slow reload speed, you would be losing out on DPS points by taking it. going on there, May? How you doing? You still traveling? Don't need any repairs over here, it doesn't look like. Come on, mana. Needs faster run speed for mana. I should have enough mana saved up to move that magic missile over. And I don't feel like I needed the snare down here either. I think the ensnare is kind of a waste of time. Come to me, mana. Come to me. Oh, dang. That face melter is super fun. no doubt there, Nagiri. I'm looking for a good one. I found a bunch of legendaries, but they're low rolls, you know. So trying to find a good one. Alright, let's grab some mana and then get the magic missile moved here. Let's see. Put it up top, and then I don't think it will have problems. Hitting that post. It may still. Want to see. Oops. Get rid of you again. See if we can't find us some nice shiny weapons here this round. We just need this Thunder Spike over here. I've got it out there a little bit far as part of the deal. It's doing more shots than I normally like it doing. Oh, would you get off me already? Can't you see I'm working here? Damn Dark Elf Warriors. Alright, got some Ogreliciousness coming in here now. Not bad, one clip, 3 ogres. I mean, it's only wave 11, but... Ah, we're still hitting that wall. It's because they're coming in so low out here is what it is. I'm not going to sweat it. Wasted all that mana for nothing. This was actually just the first... I actually screwed up the other day and deleted all my pets by accident. So I just went and did a random run. This was the first cat that I got. With cats, it's not... I mean, obviously you want the best cat you can get, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, any cat is a good cat. Any cat is going to double your DPS, you know? But the only thing that's super important on the cat is you want the cat's power value to be as high as possible. So the higher the power value, the better the cat. Yeah, the pet power. That's what you would want. So like a cat with, say, 1.5 pet power but crap stats is going to be better than a cat with, say, 1.1 pet power and great stats. You see what I'm saying? What's going on there, Miracle Star? How you doing? Man, that trap in the back is actually getting some action in. Oh, come on already. Just get off me. Did we get the... I don't even know if we got the upgrade off. No, it doesn't look like it. God dang, man. These guys just will not quit. Smacking me in my head. I upgraded the Enrage Aura by accident. There we go. We got it now. It's the paintball gun. I'm curious if that's... You know, because there's been so many Terraria-themed things in the game. I'm curious if that is actually supposed to be based off of the Terraria paintball gun, or if it's just a paintball gun. Because, you know, a paintball gun is a pretty well-known thing, you know. And anyway, it's a paintball gun. Not actually, the people have way better paintball guns than me. It's just, it's a good item. It's a hot item. It does mad damage. Definitely dishes out the pain. Now it's the front splodies. I'm just gonna get repairs on them. Chase this ogre down. See ya, mister. Get your big old eye out of my face. The Huntress has a lot of good guns, like... the only stat I've focused on in any way whatsoever is the attack value dart. And then on the gun, of course, you upgrade the gun damage. Yeah, I just feel like these magic missiles are a waste. Normally, I just go with the two harpoons there. But then in the late waves, I do have to work a little. You know, you gotta help everything stay caught up. Oh, you know what I could do? 3, 6, no, that's only 9. If I had 3 more DU, I could just go with another ballista. I'd like to go with the Ensnare Auras, but sadly they just suck balls. They just barely give any slow value at all. In DD1, unupgraded vanilla Ensnare Aura was a 30% slow. And there is just no way that that's given a 30% slow. But I think the Ensnare Aura would be a really nice addition, just one right here, to cover both flyer lanes on each side. If they were actually doing their job. Gas traps are amazing. That's the usual go-to. Nigiri. Like, the first time I cleared it, to be honest with you, the first time I cleared it, I think I had to do less work on the flyers than in any other build I had. And I was using a wall with a gas trap and explosive trap, and then another gas trap and explosive trap up here, and then another gas trap, oh, not gonna make the jump, another gas trap and explosive trap up top on the corner there. And I think that was the least amount of interaction where I've had to actually get involved and help that I've had to do with the flyers at all. Gas traps are like MVP, man. The Huntress is in a good way as a builder. I mean, she literally, every one of her defenses except the Inferno is really, really good. Get this stuff upgraded all the way and just have to do the maintenance. It makes the runs go a lot nicer because you can do the maintenance during the start of the wave, you know. Got some mana up here too, huh? Eh, just a little. Some over on the other side though. Alright, now what about down here? These are full upped already, so just repairs. I think this Ensnare Aura is a waste. 5, 6, 7, 8. 13, 14. I got another thought. I mean, I do like having the big range on these magic missiles. But the one thing that the Poons have is their range is essentially unlimited. Where as long as they hit a target, the harpoon keeps traveling. You know, and it's going to hit enemies behind it that are way, way outside of range. And that's one of the big benefits of the harpoon. Now, in a perfect world, those flyers would fly in a straight line directly towards it. I'm just not feeling wonderful about the flyers. Now, like I said, I've done this exact setup with just the 2 harpoons, so I shouldn't be sweating it. You know, the worst that can happen is in the high waves I have to help. And the paintball gun just mows down flyers, just tapping the trigger. You see way, way out there. They just die, just barely touching the trigger. Just so good. But the grenade launcher is super fun. That face melter is super fun. That's one thing that I could say. Like, the Huntress is so dependent on a good weapon, right? But there's a lot of weapons that are just really, really fun. That's what I normally do, Nagiri, if you're talking about building down here. Like, the first 4 or 5 times I did it, I put a wall right across there and just one darkness trap and spawn camped it all. That was like probably my first 5 runs. And now I'm just trying to make it more AFK. The least interaction I have to have, the better. You know? And then I can just run around and have fun. Shoot stuff when I want. And jump off the sides of maps when I want. Core under attack. Which one? Oh, the flyer's bunched up. See what happens? See what happens when you go for your tea? I think it'll be the end of March, personally. I mean, looking at all the bugs and stuff they have to fix right now, they're nowhere near ready for a content dump. They're gonna have to go through and fix all this stuff first. There's a lot of issues for them to fix, you know. That was a problem they had right at the very beginning there, the Lucky. I had the same thing happen. I had a full wipe. I actually lost everything. All my heroes, everything. So if you're just losing a few items that were in your inventory, I would call yourself lucky. But they fixed that now, unless you just haven't logged in for a while, maybe. The main problem is the multiplayer rollbacks now, which is why I'm just not playing multiplayer, because I've just had too many issues with it. Oops, I should have upped that one. There we go. Getting this stuff all juicy now up in here. You hear the full wipe. The thing I wonder is that people that haven't logged in since then, you know, like if it's somebody who launched the game on launch day and then haven't logged in since that patch that was wiping everybody, is what I wonder. I mean, I don't know. That's just a guess, obviously, but it seems like the majority of people had the issues right when the first patch came. Contact Chromatic. They're the lucky. I mean, if you don't tell them about it, there's nothing they can do to fix it. That big old report button right at the bottom of the screen. I mean, they might be able to roll it back. I don't know. Nah, there's no planned resets. And that magic, so many of those magic missile shots are just going into that wall there. I'm gonna move it somewhere else. I don't want it hitting the ogres, though, is the thing. I mean, you got like a great spot to put it down here where you can cover both lanes, but then it's going to hit the ogres. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's the downside of playing an early access title, Jacob, is it's not feature complete, you know, or content complete. Well, the answer there is just quit playing multiplayer, Blade. I mean, do what I do. Either host the match yourself or don't play multiplayer, but don't sit there and suffer rollbacks every night. I mean, we know it's a problem. So the best way to avoid it is to not do what causes it. So either host the match or just play solo. You know, it's really the only fix. It's 100% foolproof. If you host the match or you don't play solo, you will never see a rollback. You know? Oh, I hear you. I hear you. It's a big problem. There's no doubt. Oh, I've got an AFK Ogre Killer Nagiri, but I'm not gonna do that on stream. AFK streams equal no one watches. I appreciate it though. It's probably the exact same thing I've been using, to be honest with you. Assuming you're going heavy traps. But also, this is not the map to grind, you know? You see people grinding this map, and you're grinding this map for a very small increase in potential drop versus Promenade. But Promenade you can do 2 to 3 times quicker. I mean, you literally can run 2.5 Promenade matches in the time it takes to do 1 Summit. You know, it's just, it takes forever. Rollbacks are a high priority at the moment. Well, that's awesome. I mean, hopefully it gets dialed in. Well, I mean, lag is a product of the connection. Remember, it's peer-to-peer hosting, so any lag is caused by the players' machines and connection, not by the game. Now, the game has got god-awful netcode, and it's using way too much bandwidth to host matches. But besides that, it is peer-to-peer. It's not on a server. So, what's going on, Ed? I'm doing really good. I don't think there will be an Easter event because it's just too soon. The game won't even be launched by then. Maybe next year. I mean, I hope that they do lots of events. Events in DD1 were an awesome thing. So I'm really hoping they do lots of events, but we'll have to wait and see, you know? There won't be, I mean, I don't think there will be any events prior to the game launching, though. It just wouldn't make sense, you know? Put development time into something when the base game's not even done. God, these magic missiles are driving me nuts firing into that wall like that. Driving me mad. Oh, I hear you, Ed. You don't even want to know how many rock runs I've done over the last several days. Sunday alone, I did 17 rock runs on Sunday. Sadly, I made the mistake of counting them. 17 rock runs on Sunday. And I've still yet to find a legendary rock. Now, I've got legendary rocks that became legendary from upgrading them, but I've yet to find a legendary rock. And I'm seeing screenshots of legendary rocks, so I know that are unupgraded. So I know that they're a thing, you know? I tell you, this could move to here because the flyers are not aggroing it properly. And the magic missiles could move. In fact, I probably will move the walls. I don't have much mana invested into those yet. Crap, man. I hit the wrong thing. We're full up there. Yeah. Full up there. I want to make sure these front explosive traps are all fully upgraded now. Full. Let's move those walls around. I'm going to save this mana. Let's see. Face Melter is actually a waller right now. Desperately needs a name change. Let's move this wall over here. And I think that will give it a little bit more effectiveness because the flyers come in low and then go up high. And then what else? See, I've gotten purples that have those stats. I guess there's high rolls and there's low rolls, you know. But the best rock, this is, well, not this one. This is the best one I've got so far. And it was purple prior to me upgrading it. And then after I upgraded it, it turned legendary. But that's my best one right now. And I just see people with just so much better ones, you know? Makes you jelly. I don't think that Enrager is doing crap down there. Well, let me see. Does it have a how many targets affected stat? It says it's affected 1,600 targets. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll look at all that stuff, Ravik. That was a problem in DD1 that was later fixed by the CDT. So I think once the base game is squared away, they'll definitely be looking at that sort of stuff. For sure. Uh-oh, mouse is wigging on me. I gotta clean the lens, I think. There we go. Yeah, but this paintball gun, I mean, just barely tapping the trigger. And it just wrecks those flyers so far out there. You know, so if you do need to contribute the flyers at all, this is a great gun for it. Even though, I mean, if you hold it, it's a spray and pray, you know? We got them all here. Try to make sure all the ogres are up top before I wreck them. Just so I don't have to waste my ability. Another thing I noticed with the flyers is you see like a lot of the flyers are flying over this wall. This guy's going right towards it. But some of the flyers will fly over the wall, and then they're coming up here and they're going to this wall instead. Get away from there. That's where the traps are just so powerful for the flyer killing. We've got an ogre over there too. The Apprentice and the Huntress are both really good. No, if you like melee, the squire is really good too. The monk is support, so you don't get those big numbers, but he is really, really good support. So it's basically play how you want, you know? If you like melee, play the squire. If you like just hanging back and being a booster, play the monk. You know, there's nothing wrong with playing any of the 4 heroes actively right now. But as far as raw DPS goes, it would definitely be the Huntress and the Apprentice, without a doubt. Good lord, would you guys quit that? So many Dark Elves. I don't know if... Was there this many Dark Elf Warriors in Insane Mode in DD1? Or did we just not notice them because... I mean, I didn't play Insane Mode. Well, I played Insane Mode when Insane Mode was the top. But by then, I had a bunch of friends that were usually doing the building. There is this many mutt? Alright, let's check on the stuff down here. You know what? I'm getting rid of this. And I'm getting rid of that trap. I just don't need them. This is enough, more than enough. In fact, 1 gas trap and 1 explosive trap is enough. And that leaves me 8. And I think with 8, we'll go... Gas trap, gas trap. I want to spend all of the DU to get the XP bonus. Yeah, that's just really, really low, is what I'm saying. You know, it's just like I'm doing about 1.5 million on this Huntress. So, I mean, 200k is just super, super low in comparison. If I was playing the monk, I would probably use either that Red Bull can, or pardon me, the yellow Ramster, or the chromatic gemstone, personally. I want to get an apprentice dialed in today, though. What do I want to do here? I mean, just for lulz, I'm just going to throw more apprentice walls down, just to fill up the... Always use all the available DU, because you get a bonus, an XP bonus. So you definitely always want to use all of the stuffs. And they bring a DD1 hero. I mean, I think just for the fan favorite aspect of it, I think personally I would like to see the Dryad. I mean, it's such a hard call because there's so many good ones, right? I mean, I'd love to see the Mystic. I'd love to see the Dryad. It's definitely a very, very hard question to answer. But the Dryad is clearly a fan favorite. You have no idea how many times a day I get a message or a comment or whatever asking if the Dryad will be in. It was the most brilliant marketing thing that Trendy ever did. Was that Terraria crossover. It really, really was. There is nothing at all that they've done in the entire time the game has been out that compares to that. The Gunwitch would be good, but I personally would rather see heroes that have defenses. I mean, I would love to see the Gunwitch and the Barbarian both make it in. But, I mean, I realize it's an action defense game. But for me personally, the reason I played is the tower defense. These guys are a little fatter now, taking a minute to get through them. Another trick here with the ogres, if you put a darkness trap right on the corner, I'll show you guys here in a sec. If you put a darkness trap like right out here, before they have line of sight for a snot ball, they won't throw a snot ball until they get to the wall. They'll rush the wall instead. Jester is super fun for sure. I mean, I would rather see the Jester than the Gun Witch personally. But, I mean, I was a huge Jester fan. I mean, I'm a big Gun Witch fan too. But, I mean, I played the Jester every day for years of my life. I absolutely love the Jester. But, I mean, who doesn't want them all, you know? Make all the heroes happen. Go, go, Chromies, go. The Ogre helicopters. That's what I'm excited to get my harpoons all dialed in to deal with them copters. Would you just go lay down? Well, the thing with the DD1 Summoner is there's just no way they're going to allow separate MU and DU pulls again. So although I would love to have the Summoner, I know that the MU-DU separation thing is not going to happen. I mean, there's just no way they're going to allow that. Well, looks like some mobs are starting to sneak through now. Because I got rid of that. I didn't get rid of the gas trap by accident, did I? Nah, it's still down there. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, it became required, you know? I'm curious about that, Nagiri. I mean, now obviously it's early, you know, but it's scheduled to release on the Switch in Q2. We're in Q2 almost. We're a month away from Q2. I'm curious about that myself, you know. Alright, let's make sure we're all good down here. Looking good. Now I'm wondering if I should have had 4 explosive traps down below instead of those gas traps. Ugh. Can't make up my damn mind. I don't want the mobs pushing through. I'm just gonna do it. I really like having 4 traps down here. Yeah, I don't know. I just really, really like having 4. It's so much power, you know? See if that'll get us through the wave without blowing up. You're at 1.7 mil. I'm getting there. As soon as I find a good gun and get some better armor pieces, I'll be up there too. I'm only at like 1.3 to 1.5 now. I don't know. That's another thing I was worrying or curious about is, would private server hosting ever work? Like, you know, like for me, it would be in my best interest if I was able to actually pay for and host a private server through a company. But I just don't see that ever being a thing. It's not that kind of game, you know? But, I mean, like right now, the game requires a massive chunk of your bandwidth to host a match. And then your players that join you are randomly getting rollbacks and stuff. So, I mean, it's got a lot of work to do in that regard, you know? Consoles are almost exclusively peer-to-peer. Nice. I did not know. We got sprinting ogres now. Dude's got his hustle going. Holy crap, man. Steak dinner. Nothing wrong with a little steak dinner. Can thank Halo. Well, I mean, Halo, you can thank Halo for a lot of things in Destiny. You could thank Halo for the guns in Destiny feeling so good, you know? I think Halo has got a lot of things regarding Destiny that is definitely, you know, Halo did it good. You upgrade the pet power. It's going to be a locked stat. You're not going to be able to put every point into it, so you got to go back and forth. So, like, ideally, you would upgrade. Like, right now, you probably won't get an option for max targets, but you would want to upgrade pet power, max targets, and then a filler stat, like attack or casting, just to get to the unlock points. What's going on there, Jamal? Host booting in DDoS easy on consoles last gen. That's fair. How far are we in? We're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we're on wave 18, so making pretty decent time, really. Pet power, additional targets, and then whatever filler stat, attack, or casting to get to the point where you can hit the unlocked or hit the locked stats. So like max targets and pet power would be the main two. And then like I use the attack to get to that point. I only had 12 points in this one now. This is not the greatest kitty cat in the world. Well, welcome there, God's assistant. Alright, let's get these bad boys jacked up. I don't have enough for all of them all the way, but that's pretty close. It's fine. It's caught me off guard a few times. You get so used to it in DD2, you know. I mean, once you get used to it, it's no big deal. The garden map's never really been the best, but it is really, really easy. Promenade would be the best gear farming in my opinion. It's fast. Your chances of getting a high-end piece are great. Now, to be fair, remember to get the best pieces, you have to be on the summit. But to get almost the best pieces in a much, much quicker time, you go to Promenade. Like, I mean, right now, I'm at the point where I don't save any armor that's below 900. Everything I find below 900, I just auto-sell. And that all came from Promenade. You know? All that... I got every character... Well, not everyone, but I got most of my characters in 900 plus gear. All from Promenade. It's just super quick. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. And you're done. Where this one, I mean, we've been going an hour and 25 minutes now. And only on wave 19. How to become mod here. Wait a minute, didn't you just say a minute ago that you were new here? Is that how it works? You just show up to a stream for the first time and say, make me mod? You become a mod here by becoming part of the community and being involved with the community and communicating with me personally for long periods of time. You definitely don't become a mod by showing up and saying, make me mod please, K-Tags. I mean, I don't know you, you know. There's plenty of people here on stream that I know way, way better that aren't mods. If I make Nagiri mod, he'll just go and ban everybody. You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. They getting fat. These Ogas is getting fat. No doubt about it. Big softy, huh, Nagiri? Nah, I've got 3 Huntresses right now. I've got 1 Builder, 1 DPS, and 1 more just so I don't lose out on Huntress XP. I think my 3rd Huntress is actually called something... I think she's called Rando. I don't know what she's going to be yet. You know, I just got her just to not miss out on any XP when I'm target farming weapons. The hell? Oh, flyers. Oh, my wall went down. Or no, the wall didn't go down. I wonder why they went over the wall there. Must pay more attention to the Flappy Birds. In fact, I know a better spot to move that wall. That second wall I've got. I think I'll put that somewhere where it's actually doing something. Jeez, man. The Dark Elf Warrior grind is the real deal. Holy crap. I mean, they got a lot of the aspects of it. And the main thing DD2 offers over DD1 is quality of life features, you know? So the more quality of life features they can bring from DD2, the better. You know what? Let me just max these two while I'm down here. There we go. Alright, let me move these walls somewhere slightly more productive. Because right now they're not doing nothing at all. Or nope, she's named Not Butt Sauce. That's right. It's good old Not Butt Sauce. Let's take that and move it here. And maybe it'll give these flyers a little better distraction. Just to keep them at bay for a second. I'm surprised I'm having so many problems, because normally I don't even... I've got an extra magic missile right now that I normally don't use. Well, I mean, the more quality of life, the better there, Danny. The more quality of life, the better. Oh, crap. Well, my pet auto-looted. I was going to say, I'm missing my pet. If I could invent a brand new quality of life feature, what would it be? It would involve the loot filter. I tell you what I would have. If I could just make something happen instantly in the game, I would have each of these loot filter items have their own rarity. Like this, adding the ignores quality in here is huge. But the problem I have now is I'm still trashing, having to go through and trash crap accessories that drop. So if there was each individual quality for each equipment item, and then also a minimum item power, where it won't loot anything that's below blah, whatever blah would be. If I could do something instantly, that's what it would be. If I could just say, blink, it's happened. I would give way more robust features to the quality of life. My guess, their assistant would be because you show up asking to be a mod, nobody knows who you are, and you're not part of any community. So I would suggest if you want to be a mod somewhere, maybe actually being a part of that community would be my suggestion to you. Don't show up on day one, never watched a stream before, and say, make me mod. Because then it's really, really hard for anyone to take anything you say throughout the entire stream chat seriously in any way. Well, I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating, but that's what you just did here. You just showed up and said, hi, it's my first stream, and the next thing you said was, make me mod. So yeah, you just did exactly that just now. Which, I mean, I don't want to be a mod when I watch a streamer. I don't want to have to work. I want to kick back and watch the stream. You know? Being a mod means you have to do things. You were a mod for 2 years and never modded anybody, Omni. So good luck with that. Omni won the award for the laziest mod in existence. What's going on there, senor? How you doing? Oh, they are going down to that wall. Alright, so it's a good target dummy. The target dummy. Oh, is there a patch coming? I assumed we'd probably get a patch today, but I haven't. I woke up and started streaming. I've got some things I want to do this afternoon in between streams. So I figured I better start the YouTube stream early. Is why I got started so early. It's why I am still sleeping. I don't know if anybody can notice. Someone asked when I first started if what's wrong today? It's like, what's wrong today is my coffee has not even fully been assimilated. Electric RS have a bit of a side effect. I'm assuming that maybe is what is going to get nerfed. I mean, electric RS damage is just nah right now, you know. But electric RS are kind of perma-stunning things. The CC is unreal. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Get up off me. How my traps doing? They're doing good. Need a little bit more power. You know what would solve my my flyer problem here on this? Is a damn rock. If I could get a quality rock with 3 of the 4 builder stats, and then like having fortify on it would be optional. But if I could find a rock with decent damage rate and range to put on these harpoons, that would completely resolve this flyer issue here. This map is 100% all about the flyers. There's no doubt. The flyers is mean. They are mean as a mofo. Thought I saw a paintball gun laying there. Nope. Negative. No patch yet? Okay, that's fair. I think we'll get a patch this week for sure. They've been so aggressive with the patches. It's been nice, you know. Getting all the issues all smacked down. I think we're at the point now where we may be in maintenance mode. Is everything upgrade? Well, no. All the damaging stuff is what I'm really concerned about getting upgraded. All that and walls. Wall upgrades never hurt. I don't think we have everything in the middle here upped. I'm not sure though. Let's see. That thunder spike is not upped. It is now. Might as well give these walls a little bit more love. The traps are just so good. Traps are in a good way. I mean, really, everything is in a good way. Like, every hero has one bum defense, you know, and everything else is, like, great. The Squire has the Slice and Dice, which is his most bummer defense. The Apprentice has got the Lightning Tower, which is his most bummer defense. The Huntress has the Inferno Traps. The Monk has the Ensnare. I think that's everybody, isn't it? Yeah, that's everybody. Well, the healing aura is something that's going to be so situational anyway. Like, you're never going to use that unless it's a boss fight. I mean, everybody's got a push-button heal, you know? So, I mean, the healing aura, I haven't even actually tried it, to be honest with you, to see how much it heals for. Oh, they healthy now. Hell yeah. Not much, yeah. I mean, even in DD1, you never used them. The only time you would use it is if it was a boss fight, you know? I mean, that's one that, in my opinion, they could have completely left out and gone with something different. Give us Sky Guards instead. I tell you what, I wouldn't complain about any Sky Guards on this map, that's for damn sure. I'll take it. Yes, please. May I have another? I've got one, but it's not a perfect one. I still have yet to find a legendary one. I mean, I haven't even seen one drop. I've been doing Huntress only runs trying to get a legendary one. Alright, well, after testing, this is 21 waves, I can say I definitely like the other build better with all the stuff down below. It's a little bit more chaotic having to jump up and down, but it's also fun being able to jump up and down, because on the Huntress, you pop your little super ability and sploing, you know, you just jump right up out of there, like it's no problem. Shotgun. Let's see. Oh, I agree. I think that was a very good change. Getting rid of the invisibility. Well, let's just upgrade both of these walls. Full up there. Actually, we're full up now. All we have is, what, walls? Oh, I lost a wall, speaking of. Really need to name face melter something else. Nice, proud grats. DD1 nowadays, you want to head to those new CDT maps. That's where it's at. That's where all the loot is at. Is it possible to play online? Yeah. There's multiplayer rollback issues currently. So the easiest way to avoid that is not by playing with anybody else, but you can play offline. No, just this month is all we know. No confirmed dates yet on Nightmare. You need more armor value than you do actual health. Remember, by reducing the amount of damage taken, you know, that's far greater than having a large health pool. Having a large health pool is a convenience on top, of course, but look at my health. It's only 2,800. I mean, my builder has 2,000 more health than this. Just because I didn't worry about vitality at all. I'm hoping I get a good face melter out of the deal here, or not a face melter, a paintball gun would be really nice. People can't join survival after wave 10. Like if you're friends on Steam or whatever. Which kind of sucks. It takes away the little community rock run thing I was talking about at the beginning. But, you know, it is what it is. If they'd give us skip to wave, none of that would be a problem. After wave 10, it hasn't been letting me invite anybody in Nigiri. It's since like the last a couple of updates ago. I mean, maybe it is working. Maybe I wasn't public. That could have been the problem. If you don't mind playing early access titles that are not feature complete and can have bugs, then yeah, it's without a doubt worth it. But if you're the type of person that just doesn't like to play early access games, then hold out. You know, nothing wrong with that. That's probably what it was. I probably wasn't public then. Alright, get some repairs in here. This area right here is so AFK. That's way overkilled. Well, like I said, it's a matter of, do you play early access titles or do you not play early access titles? I mean, there's no way of answering the question, is it worth it yet? We don't have a finished product, you know? Give me one sec, y'all. I'm gonna drink a coffee real quick here. Alright, sorry about that. It was sitting there brewed waiting for me. Just needed to pour it real quick. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, there's no way of saying, is it worth it? It's not a finished game yet. By buying into early access and buying the game, you're pre-ordering the game. You're not paying for early access. If so, then no, it would not be worth it for anyone. If you had to pay, if you were paying for just early access and you had to buy the game later, it would not be worth it at all. But that's not what you're doing. You know, you're basically pre-ordering the game and you have you're able to play early access now, you know? What's going on there, Andreas? The time-old question. It's already done. There's Savior the Noob. Look at my channel. It's there and waiting for you. Towns was worth it, even though the devs are crappy scammers. I thought Towns was fun as well. We getting Ogas now. Crap. Oh well. I turned off my ability instead of turning it on. We'll have to give him the low deeps. No, the price is the same it will be at launch. It's the pre-order price, basically. And then early access is just the bonus you get with that on PC. So, I mean, $40 is how much it will cost at launch. So they've already confirmed that there won't be a price hike for launch. The price hike already happened. If you would have pre-ordered the game last year, you could have got it for $17. So, I mean, that whole getting it early for cheaper thing has already come and gone. So there won't be another price increase, from what they're saying anyway. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think there will be. Darkness traps cause targets to lose their current target for a spell. So as long as you can kill them in that time, then they will try to move on. It's not that the ogre's just standing there, it's that the ogre can't get by. You know? The ogre's trying to go to his next target, which is the crystal. So it only works if your area is 100% blocked. But it just causes them to lose their current target while it's active. I don't see no paintball guns on the ground. What the heck? Oh, it's a long run, Sacred Cow. It's like the quickest I've gotten it done is 2.5 hours. Actually, this is going to be my new quickest right now, I think. Unless I start going really slow. I'm in 1 hour and 50 minutes into this run. Actually, 2.5 hours may end up being about right. A lot of people are using the minigun, the face melter, the grenade launcher. They're just situational. Like the grenade launcher, if you build down below and wall it across there, you can sit there and pump grenades down into the pack that's all sitting there at the wall and just annihilate. It's super, super fun. I strongly encourage it. And then the face melter, you have to go medium range. I'm using the paintball gun for this map because I know I'm going to have to assist with flyers some, and I get the better range. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The Huntress is all about her weapons. You know, you can play her so many different ways, and it's all going to be based on what weapon you choose. That would be pretty cool if there was some kind of loadouts where you could switch weapons. That would be awesome. Get drilled in the biscuit. The nice thing about walling up here is you don't have to go up and down. So you can switch back and forth really easily from ogre to flyers if you need to, you know? Where building down below, I don't know, I liked it better. I think in the future I would definitely do more down below builds. That, and then you can do fun stuff like the bowling balls or use that grenade launcher. And that stuff's just all awesome, you know. That wall's getting some heat. Crap, man. Got interrupted mid-reload. I think I might just have to replace that wall instead of worrying about trying to keep it alive. Not gonna do it. Save the wall. Wow, man, these Dark Elf Warriors are just intense. What's going on, Leo? How you been? Them Dark Elf Warriors, man, they get all kinds of uppity. All up in your business. No paintball guns. We'll have to look and see if I actually got anything, any quality. That just makes it... I don't know, I'm very much think Promenade is just a better farm map altogether. So much quicker. Remember that it's not do this map, get this loot. It's do this higher difficulty map for a chance at getting this high-end piece. And the same applies to Promenade, you know? So... Ooh, that's what I really want, but I can't find a good roll or a high-quality one. I really want a laser pistol. It's the only gun in the game that does a proper pew-pew sound. Needs the pew-pew sound, you know? Ooh, I never upgraded that. Well, the flyers aren't AoE, Florian. Ogres aren't throwing at that, and the flyers aren't AoE. So there's no worries in that regard. No worries to be had. The Thorned Bolt. Well, I mean, there's just something to be said about the cool factor of a gun that goes pew-pew, you know? Pew-pew for the win. Making me reload. Oof. Big old fatty ogres. We got any more out there? Not seeing any. Dark Elf Warriors out the what? What's going on there, Reckless? Yeah, gotta love that pawn shot there, Nick. No doubt about that. I've actually only gotten one 1,000 plus item drop. Andreas, I would say, I mean, I've been saying it the entire run, it's not worth it to do this map. This is not the map you would want to farm for gear. 100% not. You'd want to do Promenade. But this is the map that a lot of people want to see because it's the hardest map. And there we go. I mean, relatively easy victory with a few derp exceptions, like these cores, but taking a little damage. Besides that is like stealing candy from a baby. Let's see, we got purple on purple. I don't think I've seen purple on purple yet. Alright, let's get out of here and look at the loot. Yeah, I'll be on Twitch at 4 p.m. I've got some things. The reason I started so early today on YouTube is I do have some things I want to get done today. Let's see what we got. That's a new piece. That's a nice item. There's almost 1,000. That's a new piece. So lots of 900 pieces. Bunch of 800s. Let's check out the weapons though. What do we get for weapons? Nothing jumping out at me. More grenade launchers. That's the highest end laser pistol I found so far. Needs to find like a 800 laser pistol, man. That would be good stuff right there. But no paintball guns. See, if you take a purple one like this and you upgrade it, it will turn into a legendary. But of course, finding one that's naturally a legendary would just be a better overall piece. But you see, even with this one started purple, and I upgraded it to legendary. You see only 39 ups on that one. This one's got 40 ups. So, I mean, that one's got a faster reload speed, too. And faster projectile speed. Wow. I mean, it would be just such a small DPS increase. I'm not going to spend the gold, but this one would actually be better than the one I'm using if I upgraded it. But, you see, I'm still dishing out pretty decent DPS. Like, what, 1.25 or so? 1.2? and wreck it out there. 1.242.753 it said. Ideally, there, Your Majesty. Anyway, y'all, so that was actually my quickest summit run yet at 2 hours. I didn't look at the time on the exit screen. I'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm thinking it was around 2 hours and 5 minutes. So the thing is you can clear Promenade in like an hour and 10 minutes. You can get under an hour, I'm sure, if you really focused it. And I think that alone, plus Promenade not having flyers, and basically, I mean, Promenade is night and day difference in that one as far as your activity level, you know. So Promenade is the place. It is the place to grind for the gear. But anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today on YouTube. I've got some things I want to get done. And then I'm going to be live over on Twitch at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is in, what, just under 3 hours from right now. But anyway, thank you all so much for swinging by. I do appreciate it a ton. 2 hours and 2 minutes. That's not bad. I mean, I didn't get any good loot, or I didn't get any high-end 1,000+ loot, but it's not bad at all. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. I will be live here in a few hours over on the Twitches, and I will see you all then. Take it easy, everybody.